Hey you guys, we are just jumping straight into today's video. It is going to be a kids' room declutter, clean, organize. We're going to be rearranging the rooms. We are doing my daughter's room and my son's room, and my boys do share a room. So if you're into that kind of stuff, stick around. This is a before of my daughter's room. She was wanting to rearrange it, and we were going to swap one of these beds for in her room. But first we do have to do some cleaning and kind of decluttering. Usually we declutter very often and as we go, so it's not going to be like a huge transformation. I think at the end of the video, for both of their rooms, we got rid of one bag of trash and one bag to send to donations. Also, my kids will be in this video just because I needed their help. I didn't know what they wanted to get rid of and whatnot, so they will be helping me today. I know I don't really like them to be in my videos, but I needed them in this one.
You don't want my heart, you don't want my love, you just want me crying over you. You don't want my heart, you don't want my love, you just want me crying over you. And I'm thinking about you.
So now all I'm doing is removing her bed, and then we're going to clean underneath of it, and then I am going to add one of the bed frames from my son's room into this room just to try it out and see before replacing the bed. It was a bunk bed, and their rooms are so tiny, and just the bunk bed, having it separated takes up so much space in their room. So we're going to try it a little different ways. You'll see at the end. She wanted her room rearranged like this, and that is totally fine. I really don't like it like this though, because it's not, like when you first walk in, it doesn't look the best, but I'm really trying to not be that, like everything has to be aesthetic, because my house isn't aesthetic at all. Like my kids' room are decorated how they want. They're small, they're cluttered, they like color and all the things. So I really try to stick with how they want it. I know in like the YouTube community, it's like frowned upon, I would say, in the bigger channels and stuff. But like this is their space, and this is their, the one place in the house that they get to make it how they want. So I do really try to do that. We are going to paint in this room eventually. I am trying to figure out what color to paint. So if you guys have any color suggestions that would go with this blue desk, but also keep it kind of like on the western side, I think we're going to do like a tan on 3 of the walls, and then I do want to do an accent wall. And the accent wall I do want to be kind of like my entryway wall in my dining room and my kitchen, but I'm not sure on the colors yet. I do really want to bring in like a rust orange in this room, and my daughter wants to too, but I haven't found out the best color yet, so I am on the lookout for that. But if you have any color suggestions, please leave them below. Y'all, every time I open this closet, I get mad. Like, I literally looked so mad in some of the clips. I edited them out because I wasn't, like, mad or, like, yelling or anything, but every time I open this closet, my daughter has stuff that she was supposed to hang up, which literally would have taken her maybe 2 minutes to do. But instead, it's in here thrown in her floor, and then her shoes get piled on top of it, and then trash and all the other things. Like, when I was going through her room, I ended up finding my comb that I've been looking for literally months, and I ended up finding my highlighting markers, which, if you're into planner stuff or whatever, like, those markers are expensive. And she has her own, so I'm like, why do you have to take mine when you have your own stuff? But anyways, so I just dug all that stuff out so I could put her shoes in there. Okay, so now this is the before of my boys' room, before we took the bed out and moved one of them to my daughter's room. And the reason I just took one out is I will show you in, like, the next couple clips here. Whew, sometimes voiceovers can be so hard, and, like, I literally will lose my breath. But here is just a good before of everything, and then here is kind of after. We did get the boys a new TV. Dude, a man cannot turn down a free TV to save his life. But we kind of moved the beds around a little bit. We got them a toolbox to replace that little bookshelf hutch thing. And then the new TV sat on that, or whatever. But now we're just going through all of the toys to kind of get them put back. But I told my son he needed to help me go through them because they're all the stuff that he has trouble getting rid of. Like, he could get rid of anything, but, like, his cars and monster trucks, no, not a chance. So my youngest son actually was not here this day. He went swimming with a friend. So it was really nice just to spend time with my middle, just going through this stuff and chatting and, just talking. It's something that doesn't happen very often. So it took us about an hour to do all of this, and it was just nice to spend time with him and just to talk about random things and go through cars that he remembered, where he got them, and why he didn't want to get rid of them. I did make him get rid of some just that were broken or really dirty. And same with the monster trucks. And then the craft stuff, that's something I have to go through without my middle son, and same with the books, because he will keep it all. And obviously I kept some stuff, but like, you cannot keep all of this paper. It will just literally, it'll make you go crazy. Okay, so here's kind of how we have the beds arranged, and this is why, so I put them like this, in like an L shape, because my youngest son has the hardest time sleeping alone. Like, he will either sleep with me and my husband, or he'll sleep with his brother, and his brother is over it. He is like, he would be an only child if it was up to him, type of thing. He just likes to be alone. He likes his space. He wants his own room, which I can't give him that yet, but maybe one day. And if not, it's still okay to share a room. It's not the end of the world. They are both so codependent on each other. It would probably be good for them to have their own room, but obviously we only have a 3-bedroom house, and that's how it has to be. My husband was one of 10, and they had a 3-bedroom house at one point, and a lot of the siblings shared a room, and that's totally fine. But anyways, so far this has worked out really great. My little guy will sleep in the bed on the right, and then Bo will sleep on the bed behind him, or whatever, and their heads are really close. So if he looks up, he sees his brother, and then if that doesn't work, we can always like swap them beds, and Bo can sleep on the bed that he's laying on, and Hunter can sleep on the other bed. But it is important for them to have their own beds to me. I don't want them to share a bed. Honestly, if it was up to them, they want me to push the beds together, but I don't want to do that. So this is how it's going to be for now. And I just love how the toolbox is looking too. It honestly looks so much less cluttered than that bookshelf that they had, which was actually my hutch to my like buffet, just flipped upside down. But I'm going to find another place for that because I cannot get rid of it, but I don't have anywhere to store it. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the shoes on that and get rid of the cube organizers. The cube organizers we've had for years. I mean, like, literal, like, 8 to 10 years. And they're on their last leg. But
you don't want my heart. You don't want my love. You just want me crying over you. You don't want my heart, you don't want my love, you just want me crying over you, and I'm thinking about you.
So here is the bag of trash and the bag of donations that came out of both rooms. Now keep in mind I go through their stuff very often. We just don't have the stuff for it, and we're constantly buying things, which is one thing this summer we are not going to be doing. We are not going to buy excess anything. We are content, and we just want to be outside this summer and enjoy the summer as a family. This is such a fun age for them. So, and then they did want to show, Bo, he did want to show you how he organized everything. He did pick where he wanted everything to go. I think he did a fabulous job. We have Legos and markers, and then his carbons, which he absolutely loves how that turns out. And then everything that was in the hutch did fit in the toolbox besides one bin. And that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching.